the Grand Supreme News Channel live stream. Right now it's 12:11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have some very important news I want to share with you. So the U.S. is on high alert. We're talking about extreme high alert. The United States is bracing for the possibility of a severe Iranian response to a potential Israeli military strike. So America is on high alert. The Supreme Leader survived. Once again, earlier, they were talking about that the Supreme Leader was gone. They said that they found supposedly his helicopter. They found his, I guess, a small plane. And everybody was talking about that he was taken out. But he wasn't taken out. He was taken to a safe location, and boy, oh boy, he is putting out a lot of message on X. We're gonna get to that, all right? So the Supreme Leader, he's alive, all right? Now, scientists, we're talking about Iran, scientists and some very important military people were out. I mean, they literally took out scientists, the scientists that, you know, build nuclear and stuff. So multiple nuclear facility were hit. And Benjamin said it's not over. Now the Supreme Leader said that he's going to retaliate, and he's also going after us, the US. Even though you have Marco Rubio said, hey, it wasn't us. We're not the one who pushed the button. It was the Holy Land. The Supreme Leader is like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going after you guys too. You guys are part of it too. So we're going to get to all this news here, guys. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification. And let's get to the news here. All right. So I was waiting for an update about the Supreme Leader because I'm like, there's no way they took out the Supreme Leader. All right. So, let's go to this news here. All right, let me show you some of this stuff here. And so here's the military. All right, so we got some military here. So got some military getting ready. So Persian military vows devastating response to the Holy Land airstrike. The Persian armed forces confirm Holy Land strike hit both civilian and military sites early Friday the 13th. By the way, guys, I just want to let you know that it's kind of weird that the Holy Land did this on Friday the 13th. The number 13 is a symbolic number, all right? So, you know, a lot of people said number 13 could be the number of, Judas, the one that betrayed Jesus Christ, or the number of Illuminati, you know who. I don't want to say their full name. And remember, guys, the elevators in some places, they don't have the number 13 for a reason. 13 is a very symbolic number. And the Holy Land decided to do this on Friday the 13th. They called the shots and they hit Persia. All right, so Persia armed forces confirmed the Holy Land strike hit both civilian and military sites. So you got some innocent that were hit. Innocent were hit. The General Staff states that under direct orders from the Supreme Commander, Persia response to those responsible will be devastating, crushing, and regrettable. So the Supreme Leader is saying that the Holy Land is going to see it, and the U.S. Now, Witkoff, all right, he's one of the he's under Trump administration. He is worried. He is extremely worried because he said we could see a mass casualty. A lot of innocents could be taken out. All right, so give me a second here. The Supreme Leader, that's him, he survived. He said an important message from the leader of, I'm gonna skip that name. The Supreme Leader said will be released soon regarding the Holy Land regime. Give me a second here. That's not the one. Okay, so this is his Twitter page. With this crime, the Holy Land has prepared itself a bitter, painful fate, which it will definitely see. Oh man. In the enemy strike, several commanders and scientists have been taken out. God willing, the successor and colleagues will carry on with their duties without delay. So once again, very important people were taken out, scientists and stuff like that. The Holy Land should anticipate a severe punishment by God's grace. The powerful arm of the Persian armed forces won't let them go unpunished. So he's going to retaliate. He's going to give the green light. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, to the great Persian nation, the Holy Land has committed a crime in order in our dear country today at dawn. With its satanic, blood-stained hands, it has revealed its malicious nature even more than before by targeting residential area. Okay, so once again, the supreme leader is alive. All right, so I just want to say that I'm gonna keep saying it. The supreme leader is alive because a lot of people are saying that he was taken out. He was not taken out. All right, he was not taken out. Now you got this person, he was taken out. Persia military command, that's the second highest commander, he was taken out. Here's a picture of the nuclear facility. This one here is one of the biggest nuclear facility. The Atomic Energy Organization of Persia confirms that Natanz nuclear facility in central Persia has suffered major damage as a result of the missile strike by the Holy Land. All right, so that was a big hit. That was a big hit. Give me a second here, guys. We got some neighbors going cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. The supreme leader survives. There you go. The supreme leader survives and he declares Persia will destroy the Holy Land. Once again, the supreme leader survives. All right, give me a second. He's somewhere safe too, guys. He's not there, right? So he's somewhere else. They got him possibly in a bunker or something. All right, give me 1 second. So look at this. That's all the targets right there. The Holy Land targets Persia nuclear core. Here's the map. The Holy Land has launched preemptive strike on Persia nuclear program. A map released by the Foundation for Defense of the Democracies. Persia highlights critical nuclear sites. So these are the territory they hit. Wow. Ooh, look at this. Look at this one. Look at this one. Persia says both the US and Holy Land will suffer. Once again, both the US and the Holy Land will suffer a harsh blow for the Holy Land strike on Persia. If Persia harm a single American troop, Persia will cease to exist. That is very true. Whoops. That is very true. But here's the thing. Persia is not going to go down without a fight, all right? If they're going to go down, they're going to take a lot of stuff with them. They're going to be taking a whole bunch of base. They're going to be taking a lot. I mean, literally a lot. Guys, I want to bring this up too. There was a prison escape All right, so we're gonna jump to this news really quick here. This happened in Newark, New Jersey. At least 9 illegal escaped from an ICE facility after starting a riot there. A major manhunt is underway. Ooh, boy, oh boy. At this time, 9 individuals have escaped from the Newark, New Jersey ICE facility in what officials are calling a major security breach. The incident began at Delaney. That's the one, I think Newark mayor and the congresswoman, they went to this facility where multiple detainees reportedly rioted and temporarily seized control of the building. The facility was evacuated under the warden's order, an ICE enforcement and removal operation. Believed 9 detainees escaped on foot. A multi-agency manhunt is now underway involving the FBI, the DHS, ICE, and the US Marshals. Man, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go back on X, but let me just read this news article. This is very important. The United States bracing for the possibility of a severe Persian response to a potential military strike on Persia nuclear facility, with the White House envoy Steve Witkoff warning that such retaliation could result in a mass casualty event, according to sources familiar with the matter. This heightened concern comes as diplomatic efforts to curb Persian nuclear ambitions teeter on the brink of collapse, raising fears of an escalating conflict in the Mideast. In a closed-door briefing with top Senate Republicans last week, Witkoff, President Donald Trump's special Mideast envoy, expressed alarm over Persia's ballistic missile capability. Steve Witkoff he's really worried. He is extremely worried because he believed that now we're going to see some mass casualties. Persia is going to respond. They do have ballistic. They have a lot of missiles, a lot. And I don't know if this was a good idea for the Holy Land to strike them. I mean, again, guys, I can understand what Benjamin is saying. Benjamin is saying that they're close to having nuclear. But Donald was trying to talk to Iranians and see if they could work out some kind of deal. I guess Benjamin told Donald, look, I can't do this no more. He cautioned that Persian counter-strike involving hundreds of missiles could overwhelm Holy Land air defenses, potentially causing significant civilian casualty and a widespread destruction. So that's what America is preparing. America is preparing for that event. The supreme leader said that he's going to retaliate. He's not only going after the Holy Land, he will go after the US. We need to pray for our troops out there. 50,000, I think 60,000 soldiers are out there. We have mostly all our military bases is out there, and it's on high alert. It's on high alert. So please pray for the soldiers. All right, so it says here the briefing attended by senators, including Jim, a Republican from Idaho, Lindsey Graham. They go Lindsey. He's a goosebump. John and Pete and all these other people underscored the gravity of the situation as Holy Land consider military action if ongoing nuclear talks fail. Witkoff highlighted Persia's arsenal of approximately 2,000 ballistic missiles capable of carrying warheads with up to 2,000 pounds of explosives, many of which can reach the Holy Land. The U.S. intelligence estimates suggest Persia has ramped up missile production to around 50 per month. All right, so this growing stockpile combined with Persia's vow to strike U.S. targets in the region if its nuclear sites are struck. Well, it was struck. It was struck today. Friday the 13th, has prompted the U.S. to evacuate non-essential personnel and military families from bases in the Gulf and in Baghdad embassy. All right, so once again, the U.S. is engaged in high-stakes negotiation with Iran, led by Steve Witkoff, to secure a deal that will restrict Persia's nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. A critical meeting is scheduled for Sunday. Guys, I don't know if they're gonna have that schedule. I mean, for Sunday, I don't know if they're still gonna go for that. I think Iran is gonna say, hey, no more nuclear talk. Now we're gonna start firing missiles. So I don't know if they're gonna still do that nuclear talk. But yeah, that's something that I don't know if it's gonna happen. Guys, give me a second here. We're gonna jump on X now. Look at this. Look at this one. Persia Armed Forces Chief of Staff. He was taken out by the Holy Land. He was taken out. He was taken out. Hey, thank you so much, Clayton, for the 20 super chat. He said, good evening, Louis. Once again, I send much love to you and your family. I hope you are doing well tonight. I appreciate you very much. You are in my thoughts and prayers always. I send you greetings from Southern California. Hey, Clayton, thank you so much for that super chat and the kind words. Thank you so much again for your support. And be safe out there in Southern California. You guys are still seeing that riot stuff. So we are praying for you and your loved ones. So be safe out there in California. All right. So thank you again for the super chat. And thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We do have some more breaking news, guys. Both the leader, let me just turn this around. Both the leader of Persia Armed Forces and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps were taken out. Wow. Taken out. Once again, here's the Supreme Leader. The Supreme Leader said, great nation of Persia. All right, the usurping regime opened its dirty and bloody hand to a crime in our beloved country this morning and reveal its evil nature by striking residential centers more than ever before. Now the regime must expect a severe punishment. Once again, this is coming out from the Supreme Leader from Iran. With this crime, Holy Land prepared a bitter and painful fate for itself and would definitely receive it. If you had built the nuke in 2003 instead of turning it into a negotiation card for 20 plus years, we wouldn't have been in this situation. All right, so once again, that is coming out. Some of that information is coming out from the Supreme Leader. Donald is responding to something here. Wait a second. Breaking news. The US was made aware of Holy Land strike on Persia beforehand and is still hoping to get Persia to the negotiation. Again, it's just hard to believe that Persia, Iran would still come to the negotiating table after getting hit like that. So Donald, he wants to continue talking to Iran. But Benjamin, Benjamin is doing something else here. The president is looking to see if there is retaliation. The sleeping giant will defend itself in Holy Land if Iran retaliates. Persia cannot have nuclear bomb. And we are hoping to get back to the negotiating table. We will see. Now, there are several people in leadership that will not be coming back, Donald said. Something tells me there aren't going to be any negotiation anytime in the near future. That's what I'm saying. I just don't see that happening. Again, this Sunday, I believe this Sunday is going to be canceled. Guys, I will read that comments. Let me just continue reading some of this. So Donald knew about the strike. Donald knew about the strike. He knew that it was going to happen. Once again, the US president told Fox News that he knew about Holy Land strike ahead of time. But he still wants to negotiate and talk with Iran. I just don't see that happening, to be honest, guys. Again, I don't see that happening. A Canadian prepper, I agree with Canadian. He said they use commercial flights as shields. 24 data reveals rapid clearing of Persia skies after Holy Land skies. Usually, when you do some kind of operation like this, like a mission like aircraft, you have to close the airspace. But it seems like that didn't happen. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm seeing. Whoa, look at this. Reports that a large number of Persian air defense operators abandoned their post last night following the initial few waves of strike by Holy Land. All right. So, like I said, guys, nation against nation is building up really quick. U.S. will be held responsible. Oh my goodness. Give me a second here, guys. 7 minutes ago, you have Iranian foreign minister said that the U.S. will be held responsible. Wow. Responding to this aggression is Persia legal and legitimate right under Article 51 of the UN Charter. Persia, give me a second here. I'm just going to click that. Okay, so Persia armed forces will not hesitate to defend the Persian with all available strength and means. The Holy Land could not carry out this type of operation without the U.S. coordination and approval. The U.S., as the main backer, will also bear full responsibility for the consequences. Wow, that's coming out from Persia foreign minister. He's no way that the Holy Land was able to do this operation on their own. And to be honest, he's right. He's absolutely right. You know, when Holy Land struck, actually, before Holy Land fired missiles, before that, Donald left a message. Donald left a message. If I could find it, give me a second here. Way before the missile strike, Donald posted something on his Truth Social website. Give me a second here. Let me see if I could find it. Give me a second here. Jeez. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. This was posted 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. This was way before the Holy Land airstrike. Donald said, "We remain committed to a diplomatic resolution to the Iran nuclear issue. My entire administration has been directed to negotiate. They could be a great country, but they first must completely give up hopes of obtaining a nuclear equipment. Thank you for your attention to this matter." And then right after that message, the Holy Land struck Iran. All right, so there's a lot of news coming out tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, Canadian prepper said that they even feel the need to say this means is over. If the reverse happened, the Samson option will be immediate. Iran Foreign Ministry says responding to the Holy Land is the right under international law. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We have some more breaking news. It's like every minute there's something coming out. The Foreign Ministry of Saudi Arabia has released a statement condemning the Holy Land strike against Persia. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia expresses its condemnation and strong denunciation that targeted Persia, which violate its sovereignty. These strikes represent a blatant violation of international laws and norms. The kingdom condemns these dangerous escalation and emphasizes that the international community and the UN Security Council bear a great responsibility to act swiftly to stop this aggression. You think Donald is going to slap sanctions on Benjamin? But yeah, we need to pray for the Holy Land. We do, guys. We need to pray for a lot of people out there. Look at this one. We got some more news coming out. Persia top nuclear negotiator injuries, excuse me. So he survived. He survived, but some other scientists didn't survive. Now, Vladimir Putin, he's watching very closely. Vladimir Putin is watching very closely. Here we go. Persia military vows severe response after talk taken out in the Holy Land strike. Persia military confirmed the passing of Commander, I'm gonna skip his name, an overnight Holy Land strike and issued a stark warning. Here's the warning. Persia military is fully prepared to deliver a firm and severe response to the Holy Land enemy's aggression. The statement read, suggesting that the response was already planned. Necessary measures to counter such criminal acts and confront incidents of this nature have long been placed. All right. And guys, you know, I'm supposed to take 2 days off. Tomorrow's my day off, and it's been 7 years. I haven't taken days off. But again, like I said, guys, I'm probably going to do a live stream like 12 o'clock midnight to bring you all the breaking news updates. All right, so someone said, I am praying for America. Something happened in Texas. Something happened in Texas. Give me a second here. Something's going on in Texas. Hold on. Before I show you Texas, let me bring this one up. A new explosion have occurred at the Natanz nuclear facility in Persia as smoke can be seen rising. Here's Texas. I don't know what's going on in Texas, but a ground stop has been issued due to a security incident that has occurred at George Bush Intercontinental Airport. A ground stop has been issued at Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport following reports of unspecified security threat. All inbound and outbound flights have been ordered to halt. An emergency response team are currently on the scene. Though the exact nature of this warning remains unclear, authorities have not released further information and the situation is still developing. There's going to be a lot of sleepers. Guys, take a break from this. Let me just read some of your comments. But June 14 is tomorrow. All right. Will Persia do some crazy stuff like activating the sleeper cells? Will Persia do something like that? Persia said they're going to retaliate. We have tanks in Washington, D.C. I mean, come on. So hopefully we don't see some crazy stuff. All right. Sleepers, be safe, people, Denise said. Shelton said, what people think Holy Land was going to do, sit down and do nothing? I agree. I mean, it was just a matter of time that the Holy Land was going to strike. Joe Smith said, praying for all humanity. Keep looking up. Jesus Christ is coming soon for the bride. Amen to that. The Messiah is coming. The rapture is imminent. Diane said, get saved with Jesus now. Don't put it off. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's time to put on the whole armor of God. J. Doe said, love you, Lewis. Thanks. Happy birthday. Thanks. Hey, my birthday's on the 21st, but I'm just taking it early. Well, I'm celebrating my birthday early because my family just came from another state and stuff. So this sad little soul will spend eternity with my Savior. Sadly, sadly, sad. Monique said, hello, everyone. Sally said, this summoning two fallen angel royals fighting for Stargates. I'm sorry, I can't understand your message. I truly apologize. Who was that, Sally? Shelton said they was already to blame the Holy Land. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you can, give this video a thumbs up. Someone says, speak into the mic. I will get a mic. I'm going to get the AirPods, okay? I truly apologize, guys. I'm going to get an AirPod. Aiming for Wisdom 2 said, oh, Lewis, yes, you did. I remember the last vacation. No days off. You a messenger of God. Yeah, it's been like 6 years. I haven't gotten a day off on YouTube and my other job. The Holy Land is not our enemy, Linda said. Aiming for Wisdom 2 said, Jesus did will anyone be already when I come calm you believe the lies or really. I'm just reading the comments here, guys. Wake up, everyone, wake up. That's what someone said. Woman, Bible line pages. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Spirit said, happy birthday. Aiming said, I think you should support your church, but I'm not giving money so my pastor can have vacation. Again, I'm not a pastor, guys. For those of you that keep saying I'm a pastor, I'm not a pastor. I consider myself a watchman. Amy says, sorry, Lois, I love you, but these seats are lies, someone said. Mike, God bless you, brother. A large wave is hitting Persia right now. Oh, so there's some stuff going down right now? Give me a second here. Give me 1 second, guys. Princess Glam, thank you so much for the 5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second, guys. It seems like something big is going down. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. I'm not seeing nothing here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have a breaking news here. Persia's supreme leader has reportedly appointed General, I'm going to skip their names, as the acting chief of staff of the armed forces of Persia. All right, so they're really replacing people right now. Holy Land leaders have left. What? Whoa. Hold on. Wait. So Iran Spectator said Holy Land leaders have left Holy Land in fear. Okay, so I thought they left the country. The Holy Land Wings of Zion airplane, the Holy Land equivalent of Air Force One, along with several civilian planes, has lifted off from Tel Aviv to Cyprus. No words can describe. So they're leaving. Some very important people are leaving. I do believe there's a lot of people leaving. Um, because Supreme Leader said there's going to be a massive retaliation. Steve Witkoff said this is going to be big. So there's going to be a lot of people that's going to leave. And of course, at the very end, the one that gets to see all this catastrophic event is the people, is us. Give me a second here, guys. I'm looking for some more information. So the latest breaking news is some of these people are leaving. And Donald said that he knew about the retaliation. Persia claims all facility undamaged, fuel supply uninterrupted. Okay, so some of the stuff has survived. I mean, there's been a lot of things that were damaged, and some very important were out. Very important people were taken out, but other than that, it seems like a lot of stuff survived. Look at this. They're saying, is Benjamin running away? Is Benjamin running away? The Holy Land Wings of Zion airplane, the Holy Land equivalent Air Force One, has lifted off. Is Benjamin running away? So we don't know if Benjamin is in that plane, inside that plane. But seems like some very important people is leaving. And they're heading towards Cyprus. Cyprus is not too far from there. Cyprus is, I think you have Rome, and then Cyprus, and then you have Greece. Guys, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. The more thumbs up, the better. Persia TV said the Holy Land is going to be flattened. Oh, man. And wiped out. Meanwhile, Persia confirms that military chief and IRGC chief are gone. Man. Ooh. There will be a massive retaliation on that. Guys, make sure you follow Bubba News. Make sure you follow Bubba News. He puts out a lot of stuff about this war. What's up, Bubba News? Bubba News said exactly, Denise. They sent all airplanes to leave Ben, okay, the airport, to keep them safe. All right, so there's a possibility it might be the planes that they're trying to get out of there. And I mean, there's a possibility even some military equipments and aircraft were sent to different locations just to make sure they don't get hit. So the Holy Land so far has carried out 5 waves of strikes. Man. Okay, so we do have some more breaking news here. The Jordanian General Authority of Civil Aviation has announced a closure of its airspace and halt to all air traffic in preparation for a potential Persia strike against the Holy Land. That is coming out right now, guys. That is coming out right now. So, Jordanian General Authority of Civil Aviation has announced a closure of its airspace and halt to all air traffic. All right, so that's something new. All these information will be shared on my Twitter page. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description box. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. All right, so man, today has been very busy, guys, with all these news. Seems like people forgot the riots. Give me a second here. I want to show you this one. US president is looking to see if there is retaliation. CENTCOM is on high alert. The US will defend itself in the Holy Land if Persia retaliate. Fox News is putting out the information. All right. Now this is what you call DEFCON 2. I want to bring this one up really quick. The Holy Land tell the news that IDF carry out about 300 strikes. Wow, 300? 300 strikes. Sorry, guys, I'm looking for some more news here. So once again, guys, earlier today, a lot of people were saying that the Supreme Leader was taken out. Once again, the Supreme Leader survives. The Supreme Leader survived strike. So he survived. All right. The Supreme Leader has reportedly survived last night's Holy Land strike and has been fully briefed on the current situation. When I saw that breaking news that he was taken out, I'm like, no way. And sometimes you have to be very careful, guys, especially on X with all these news. I mean, you got to be very careful. Okay. Here's another one. The Holy Land expect launched Persian response, not one off strike. So the Holy Land is preparing for a sustained series of retaliatory strike from Persia, Iran, not just a single strike. Officials anticipate waves of missiles and drones that could stretch over several days or weeks. Military readiness across the country remains at peak level following strike on Persia targets. The Home Front Command is on high alert, and defense system remains fully active. This signals Tel Aviv expectation that the confrontation may be only the beginning, not nearing resolution. All right, let me just read some of your comments. There's a lot of news coming out, guys. I mean, there's updates after updates. I mean, constantly refresh the page on X, and I'm seeing all these new information coming out. So, wow. Someone said it's WW3. Not yet. I don't think so. If Persia starts firing ballistic missile towards, let's say, our base, like the bases out there, then it's a different ball game. I think the U.S. is going to start firing. And that could be possibly the tip of WWE3. But yeah, just buckle up. Aiming for Wisdom Tuesday. Lewis, please read my emails. I love you, man. Hope you have a good birthday. Yeah, supposed to be my day off. So, but hey, guys, thank you so much for the GoFundMe support. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I truly appreciate that. Give me a second here, Lewis. Hold on, Yemen might get, yeah. Who's that? Shelton, have faith. You're absolutely right. Oh, hold on. I think Yemen said they're gonna get involved. Yeah, they're gonna get involved too. You can't forget about those from the southern part out there, way down there, next to the Red Sea. You can't forget about them. Emma said public shelters have been opened up in Israel. Yeah, the shelter has been opened. So a lot of those people are being told to make sure you have your notifications on, and just in case. I pray for all those who speak such negativity. Jesus teaches us to forgive all. Do not judge, lest you yourself be judged. Love you all. Thank you, Lewis. Hey, John Smith, God bless you. And that's a very positive message you just put out there. Black man, Blank man. It's just like that movie, The Wayne's Brother. Blank man said, bugging in is best. Only move is martial law. Only move if martial law is implemented. Restricted movements could be possible. At that point, staying mobile is higher survival rate. Russell said North Korea also sent 6,700 boxcars of ammo to Russia. Yeah, they've been doing that for the past almost 2 years. Denise said, here Pastor Jack Hibbs, he talking. I truly apologize about that. I don't know, I guess you're missing some of the words in there. Kingdom returns, say Lewis, the whole of Mid-E gonna strike the Holy Land. I don't think so. I don't think the entire country is gonna strike the Holy Land. If they do, it is gonna be biblical prophecy. It's like Gog and Magog, you know. At the very end, guys, the Bible says that the Holy Land will be protected, and you know, I mean, we've seen throughout history, God always protect His people. Give me a second here. Bubba News said the IDF spokesperson said Persia has launched over 100 drones. Wow, 100 drones towards. Oh, hold on. Persia has launched over 100 drones towards Holy Land territory in the past few hours. We're currently working to intercept these threats. I heard something like that. I heard something that Persia was going to retaliate. Oh, yeah. Yep, you're absolutely right, Bubba News. You got BNO News just posted, Persia has launched 100 drones to the Holy Land. 100 drones were fired towards the Holy Land, IDF spokesperson said. So that's happening right now. Those 100 drones is going to be taken out like nothing. 100 drones were launched. Okay, here we go. We got some more news. The IDF has confirmed detection of a large wave of drones launched from Persia and currently en route to the Holy Land. Defense operations are actively underway to intercept the incoming threat. I don't think 100 drones will be enough. I mean, you know how far is Persia all the way to Holy Land? All right, so that's the latest news. Drones has been launched. All right, so here we go. The Holy Land launches okay, that's old news. That one's the old news. I truly apologize. All right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Here we go. Some more of these drones. Okay, so this is like the latest breaking news. The Holy Land Force reports that Persia in the past hour has launched over 100 drones against the Holy Land territory, and that efforts are being made to intercept them before they reach the Holy Land. The drones could take up to 7 hours to cross Iraq, Syria, and Jordan before eventually reaching the Holy Land. 7 hours. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's way too far. You firing drones? I mean, and it's gonna reach in 7 hours. I mean, you have to do something like Zelensky did to Russia with those doomsday planes. You need to put them drones in a container and shoot the container out there in the Holy Land, and then they call it the spider web operation. But hold on. They go to drones. Drones launched by Persia reportedly spotted fly over the DHI car Gov of southern Iraq towards the Holy Land. All right, so you got some drones. It's gonna reach Holy Land in 7 hours. Someone say, I doubt they make it. I don't think those what happened? Give me a second here. Give me a second, guys. We got some breaking news. Yeah, so everybody's talking about the drones. That's like the big one right now. Hey, Bubba News, thank you so much for that one, for that update. Many hours until they arrive, with multiple waves expected. Ballistic missiles and cruise missiles may follow later. We'll see. All right. Guys, make sure you follow Bubba News. He also talks about the situation going on out there in the Mideast. Something will be behind it. Yeah, that's what Bubba News said too. Someone said that's just a distraction. Russell said, my opinion, BB needs to be stopped from, I can't say that name, guy. I mean, Russell, I can't say that name. I truly apologize. Guys, I want to thank you so much again when it comes to the GoFundMe, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really need these days off. I do. I really need the day off. And like I said, I really appreciate it, guys. Okay, so we got some news here. Breaking, Jordan closes airspace. So we already know this news. Jordan has officially shut down its airspace in response to rapidly escalating military tensions across the Mideast. The closure comes as Holy Land strike inside Persia trigger fears of broader retaliation and expanding conflict. All right. It's not over. Oh, hold on. I want to bring this one up. That's the planes that are leaving. It says here, Ben Gurion International Airport in Tel Aviv has temporarily reopened to allow commercial flights on the ground to depart from Holy Land. Additionally, Wing of Zion, which is used to transport both the president, wow, and the prime minister has departed from the Holy Land and is currently circling off the coast. So the Wing of Zion, which is used to transport both the president and prime minister, has departed from Tel Aviv and is currently circling off the coast of the Holy Land. That's like a doomsday, not a doomsday plane. That's like a presidential plane right there. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. If you can give this video a thumbs up, I appreciate that, guys. So Jose Des says, so the press running. I don't think it's the press, to be honest. Apostle said, ultimately, we can only find peace in Jesus, not anything else in this world. Amen to that. Hey, amen to that. Jesus is the only way. He's the true answer. Eileen said, hey, Louis, how you doing? Linda said, wasn't Damascus destroyed recently? I mean, they get hit, but I wouldn't say they are wiped out. So, but they do get hit. Micah said, read up, Louis. I'm trying to catch up with all the comments here. Pammy say you deserve a day off, brother in Christ. Thank you so much, Pammy. Michael Gale say, read up, Louis. I'm trying to read up. Exact same scenario. Give me a second. Just like they did in the strike in April. Oh yeah, in April 2024 and October 2024. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. Many hours away. Michael Gale, I'm trying to see what you're talking about here. I'm trying to look for your message. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading people's messages here. Sally said, thank you, Louis. God bless you. Yeah, everyone needs a day to lay back. I recommend those recliners, though it's not everyone's favorite. Here's the thing. If I sit on a recliner, then I'll probably get used to it. And then, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. So, guys, pretty soon I'm going to end this live stream. My back is kind of hurt. Give me a second here. Michael Gill said, I've been trying to tell you something, Louis. Michael Gill, just write it again. I'm sorry, Michael Gill. Hey, it's too many people here. I mean, I'm trying to read everybody's message. I'm trying to read everybody's messages, and I'm also reading from the my other phone, bringing the news to you guys. Louis isn't seeing my post. Mike, it's really hard. It's really hard when I'm trying to read a lot of people's comments. I'm not trying to ignore no one here. It's just I have a lot of news coming out and I'm sharing the news. Like I said, I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Breaking news, red alert, nuclear codes from Garcia is coming in. This is very bad. So the nuclear codes from Garcia, again, what are you talking about, Garcia? You're talking about the Garcia Island? Samuel Turner, $20 super chat. Thanks for what you are doing for us. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Samuel. Again, like, that name is very powerful. The book of Samuel. Is that what you're talking about? The nuclear codes and Garcia? There's a possibility. Remember, in the Garcia Island, they do have the, they still have those, I think the B-52s, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that, Michael Gell. I'm not seeing that information. I'm not seeing the Garcia Island. You mean the Diego Garcia? There's a possibility, yeah. Maybe they have those. Again, they do have the those bombers out there. I'm gonna have to do some of that research, Mike. I'm not seeing nothing. Someone said they would hit Diego Garcia, the island. The USA will use the Diego Garcia base to strike Persia, Iran. All right, so again, like I say, guys, I'm not seeing a lot of information here, Michael Gale. I'm not seeing a lot of it. Let me just read some of your comments. Revelation, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all. Indeed, for thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by the sorceries, give me a second, were all nations deceived. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Mike, I'm not seeing your message, man. I hope you're not upset, but again, like I said, I truly apologize. I'm not trying to ignore no one here. I'm trying to read everybody's message. The Indian Ocean, yeah, that's the one. The Diego Garcia Indian Ocean. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here, but thank you so much for tuning in. I will keep you updated on this news. Like I said, tomorrow I'm not gonna be posting videos. I'm probably gonna do a live stream on this channel and the other one at nighttime. All right, so I could bring you guys the update. Peace and blessing, Lewis. Thank you so much, Color. And hey, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for the GoFundMe birthday bash. I really appreciate it, guys. All right, have a good night. Be safe out there, and pray for the people out there in the Holy Land, in the Mid East, and pray for everyone around the world. Have a good night, guys. Till next time later. Peace.